This is John Chapman at Madison Square Park. Is it Madison Square Park?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, that's
that's where
the
we are.
old Madison Square Garden over there
Ah,
before they moved over to 33rd
38th and
Street or
8th or
something. Yeah.
33rd and 8th or something.
So, yeah, I
Awesome.
guess that's how they got their name here.
Cool. I'm obviously here with Constantine Maroulis. I said that right, right?
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
You like that? I know that. I know that stuff. So, Constantine, it's been what 3 years
It has.
since you sang a Nickelback song,
Yeah.
right? So, well, before I ask you what you've been up to, because I know you're up to a whole lot of good stuff, but do you wince at all when you hear a Nickelback song? I mean, I do anyway, but do you wince at all, like when you know?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a slight wincing that goes on. Yes. You know, it's what it is, though.
I mean, talk to me. I mean, you had so many amazing performances on American Idol. Bohemian Rhapsody, and I will tell you that Will Ferrell gives you a run for your money on the Bonnie Raitt cover that you did. He does it in Step Brothers.
Does he? I
Yeah.
have to see that. You
Yeah.
know, it's been getting panned, but
Yes.
it seems like it's
Yeah.
like fun guy
Do you
humor.
like dick and fart jokes?
I mean, just as much as everybody else
There you
does.
go. Sorry, I think you'll dig it. But yeah, he does a cover of it. But between those
He's
two
a good
songs,
singer.
he is a
Most
good singer.
good actors,
Yeah.
well-rounded, good, especially comedic actors. They've been trained in, improvisation and, lots of their training. A lot of singing is involved, and
Right.
I think when you're in touch with your instrument, which is your body, so much
Right.
that most of them can hold tunes. And look at a lot of the Saturday Night Live people. I mean, they're super talented all around, really. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Well, I do want to ask you obviously about American Idol. Is it a good thing coming with the American Idol tag, or is it sometimes kind of bring you down a little bit? You get labeled, American Idol former contestant or whatever.
I think the thing for me is, I was always working before American Idol. I trained at a proper conservatory. I toured in Rent, and I always played
Yeah.
in bands, and
Yeah.
and was doing some acting work. So for me, it happened so suddenly, and I just needed a job. I kind of auditioned for the show, and there you go. I think it was still early enough in the seasons where they were still trying to figure out a lot of things.
But
They had just sort of implemented a live band into the show, and weren't able to get the rights of a lot of songs and things like that. They certainly hadn't had a rock and roll guy on the show and all that stuff before.
Right.
But let me tell you, it was a tremendous opportunity for me, especially someone who just wants an opportunity to do what he loves, which is perform. And the show has evolved so much since then, and I'm a big fan. And I think certainly when anything is so big, it's kind of like the New York Yankees. We were talking baseball.
Yeah.
When the Yankees, everyone wants to tee off on the Yankees because they're
Right.
the Yankees.
Right.
Everyone either loves them or they despise them. So
Right.
it's sort of that stigma with American Idol. Because it's such a big show, people think some of the performers get a free ride, or they get the easy route. At the end of the day, it's about talent, and America decides. And clearly, it's done great things for a lot of people. So I've been very blessed. I
Yeah.
have no complaints. I mean, would I go back and maybe do a couple of those songs over again? Maybe make a choice differently here or there? Potentially.
Yeah. Well, let me just ask you, because I mean, you
Decked
have.
out in my summer best.
This
of
is
course.
this is Summer Constantine.
Yeah.
You got Summer Constantine.
I was
How was
working
your
all
summer
day.
going, by the way? Good.
Thank you for that up-down shot there. I think we're on E or something.
Yeah.
Red carpet.
Yeah.
My summer's been great. I wrapped up a very successful run of Jesus Christ Superstar, one of
You
my
were
favorite
Judas,
shows.
right?
Played Judas down
Yeah.
the shore.
Yep.
I'm from Brooklyn, but I grew up in New Jersey. So
Oh, okay.
to
All
make
right.
the return to New Jersey down the shore and
Yeah.
do a great show like that with a great cast,
Yeah.
it was awesome.
You know they're making another movie of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah, there's always talk of that,
Yeah.
but we'll see. The original is such a classic,
Yeah.
but it'd be interesting. I think what's great about the story is, you really can substitute so many things, in the storyline for the sort of Jesus character.
Right.
Everyone has their interpretation of what Christ was like, and
Right.
as a man, and as a savior, and a God, and whatnot. And it's certainly an interesting story that Weber and Rice put together. It's got great music, so it'd be cool to see someone direct it. Yeah, holler at me. I'll audition.
Yeah. Well, you can rock the Jesus vibe right now, man.
That'd be nice.
You
That'd be
know?
nice. We're about the same age, I think.
But you tend to kind of lean toward. I know you did The Bold and the Beautiful for a while. I know that TV appearances. You're on VH1 like a lot, right? With the
Yeah.
I love the what I love
guess.
the future, or whatever the hell they're up to.
I love the world. I think it was.
It
I don't
is.
know.
I love the Constantine Maroulis. You
I
get a
love
couple people.
you. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was. Listen, I think once you go on a show like American Idol, it's
Right.
hard to sort of go back to trying to be like this underground artist with all this integrity and a Kurt Cobain type who shuns any of the public. Now he was a god to me, but
Yeah.
I'm not ever really going back to that. So
Right.
I have some personality, and
Yeah.
I think it lends itself to television and other mediums outside of straight performing. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to be working and keeping out there. I've been able to do lots of different things, and I've been lucky to do it. So.
But the one cool thing that you've actually done, Constantine, is a lot of people in your position. Okay, you're on the most popular show ever. A lot of people would be like, you know what? F that. I don't want anything to do with it. You come back. You're hosting American. The what is it? Extra. Is that what it is?
American Idol Extra. On the
You
Fox
kind of stay
reality
true to your
show.
roots. I mean.
Listen, I think because I grew up in the theater, I just appreciate, doing good work. And I sort of learned early on not to bite the hand that feeds you. They've been very good to me. They, it was a tough year in my year competing against Carrie Underwood. I mean, she was destined to be a huge star. I mean, the story, the talent, it was just all in the cards for her. So they weren't really set up to sort of handle me after the show right away. They had a lot to focus on with her and stuff. So there's never been any bad vibes. Do I wish we made a record with me right off the show, like the trend they've set these last few years with even 5th, 6th place finishers, whatnot. Sure, but then I probably wouldn't have been able to do Broadway and the soaps and hosting and touring, start a label, do my own record, stuff like that. So, it's hard to sort of measure success sometimes, but I think it's a great opportunity, and I'm a big fan of the show, so I have some insight to offer.
I mean, not for nothing, you and Bo Bice together kind of really paved the way so Daughtry and David Cook can kind of be considered, viable contestants.
Yeah, sure, I think so. Bo is a dear friend of mine. I think the world of Chris and David. I think they're amazing talents, and I'm so happy. And David Cook's record's going to be huge. I'll be the first one there to pick it up. And it just goes to show you that it really is about people with not as many opportunities as maybe some others getting an opportunity to put their music out there. People from small towns, people that were grinding for years like me, trying to get somewhere. Not so much trying to be famous or a big star, but just trying to work, because that's what you do. You don't really do a lot of other things. You want to perform because that's what you were born to do. So I wish those guys the best.
If I didn't have this big doofy microphone, I'd feel like we were in like a Woody Allen film.
Yeah, something like that. New York park bench.
Yeah.
Simple talk.
Just you and me. It could
Couple
happen,
New Yorkers just chit-chatting.
Yeah,
Where's Scarlett Johansson? She around?
I don't think so.
She's like his new muse.
It's true. Like, she's the new Diane
That's
Keaton.
right. She's coming over later.
Yeah. For you.
Totally.
Yeah, totally.
I have a lot to offer her.
So, so tell me some of the stuff you're working on now. I know you just finished up. You were saying Judas. I'm not calling you Judas. I'm just saying you just finished Judas.
Well, the interesting thing is, I tried to play Judas as just, Christ's best friend. Really, someone that he confided in, someone that he believed in, someone that someone whose destiny he set in stone, that he needed to betray Christ in order for him to become the Savior, And this is, of course, within the context of the story. So I tried to not play him as this evil betrayer. I think it's more interesting to try to play him as someone more likable and who's tormented with this decision to betray his best friend. So beyond that, I've been back in the studio working on a lot of new material. It's been quite a ride since American Idol. I put out my solo debut independently on my label 6th Place Records, and came out last year and did pretty good. And we played a bunch of dates, and going to be playing some more. I leave Saturday, and that's Saturday, August 2nd for San Francisco, doing a residency there at the famous Raz Room at the Nico Hotel. So I'll be there for the next few weeks. Check it out. It's going to be a great show. An intimate setting, great band, and some Idol hits, some of my songs, and some other surprises too.